Back in school, we all knew these super intelligent kids. They always did their homework, and in any surprise test, they always knew the answers. For big exams, they didn't seem to have studied a lot, and yet they still aced each assessment. On the other hand, there were these kids who never, or just occasionally, did their homework. They started to study a lot just a few days before the exam. Even though they studied much more and harder, they did worse on the exam than these intelligent kids. But were these intelligent kids really that more gifted and talented? The answer lies in doing their homework on a regular basis. These intelligent kids weren't really that smart. They just did their job over a long period of time, step by step. Therefore, they were prepared and ready for this big exam, which suddenly didn't seem that big anymore, since they already knew everything. In our daily lives, we often underestimate the massive and effective power of consistency. We always want to be good at something, and we want it now. We want to be able to play an instrument. We want to be in good shape or being able to speak a foreign language. However, when seeing, for instance, someone speaking Spanish as a second language completely fluently, we often get overwhelmed by it. We tell ourselves, there are just too many words and rules to consider. I don't speak any Spanish. I will never speak as good as he does. He's just more talented and smarter than me. And we give up. The key aspect here, however, is that we forget that there was a time when this talented person was in the same situation where you are right now. Did he start to learn Spanish yesterday? Of course not. Did he start a week ago? Absolutely not. He just learned it over many months and accumulated this massive looking amount of knowledge step by step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And again, we underestimate how powerful consistency really is. The fundamental key of consistency is to think in the long term. Accept and take into account that you won't have what you want today, but eventually you will have it. On the other side, if you don't start today, you will never have it at all. It is all about pain today and pride tomorrow. Let's say you want to get in shape and go to the gym. You're having a 4 hours intensive workout and then look at yourself in the mirror. What difference will you see? Absolutely nothing. The next day you try even harder and you work out for 5 hours straight. After that day, what will you see? Despite of a lot of sweat and being exhausted, still nothing. In the meantime, you see all these muscular beasts next to you. All you see are their big muscles. Nonetheless, you don't see the time they put into it. You're too focused on just seeing results, not the process. Unfortunately, our human brains are not evolutionally programmed for the long run. We want to get that instant gratification right now, and we want to get it as easy as possible. Of course you want to learn Spanish, but why? Why make that effort to learn a language when speaking your native language is more convenient and easier? We always want to feel good about it right now, not later. But are you really going to give up just because it's easier? Luckily, there's a solution to this. Just focus on right now. We get easily overwhelmed by this huge mountain of work that is ahead of us. It seems hard or impossible to achieve. In this case, you have to cut your goals into little pieces and do your daily duty step by step. Focus on what has to be today, not tomorrow. Just do your job. If your goal is to speak Spanish, don't try to speak it at an advanced level and then fail. Just learn, for instance, 2 new words daily. Just 2 words, that's nothing. It just takes a few seconds every day. After 1 year, however, you will know over 700 words in Spanish. Over 700 words. And congratulations, you will be able to hold a conversation in a foreign language. You could do it, not because you wanted to learn 700 words. You can do it because you wanted to learn 2 words daily. Consistency is what transforms average into excellence. And trust me on that. There's no better feeling than looking back a long way on what you have achieved. Always trust the process. Okay, consistency is great and it will bring you very far. But how do you get to be more consistent with your goals? The best way to overcome your laziness and daily struggle is not to see your tasks as an option, but as a duty. This means if you set a daily goal that has to be done, it will be done every single day. Doing your daily tasks is not an option or negotiable. It will be done, that's it. Don't even start to negotiate with yourself, procrastinate, or just doing a little bit today. It has to be done today, not tomorrow or next week. Just focus on today, your job and duty right now. This is a great way of doing, even when your motivation is gone. Of course, motivation is great, but it doesn't last forever. Everybody is motivated on the first day of gym or when learning something new. After a time, however, most people quit because their initial motivation is gone. On the other hand, if you start to see your tasks as not optional, they will be done anyways, with or without motivation. Another great way to be more consistent is to use the psychological trick of social proof. Make yourself accountable and responsible for your goals. But don't make these promises to yourself. We will always find an excuse for ourselves for not doing anything, and afterwards not even feeling bad about it. The goal is to tell as many people as possible about your goals, especially people you respect and look up to. Because at the end, nobody wants to be this unreliable, lazy person who can't keep his promise. Let's say your goal is to lose weight. Tell all of your friends about it, and that you want to have lost 40 pounds by the end of the year. It will be quite embarrassing and unpleasant to come up with some silly excuses why you couldn't do it. And again, nobody wants to be known as this unreliable, lazy person who can't keep his promise. Thank you very much again for watching this video until the end. I would be very happy and grateful about a free subscription to my channel and leaving a like. And until the next time, stay stoic and keep improving your better mind.